Hey everyone, this video is just me trying to just make sure we all feel good about how to set up our blog on Weebly and make sure we feel comfortable with kind of the logistics of it all. So the website that I have up right now is also hyperlinked in our Google Classroom, and it's just the login that you guys shared with me with your username and password from the school. So go ahead and put in your school email address and your school password just to keep it simple. And I made a test one. So I did the most generic, I did the most generic name possible, Sue Jones. And I'm going to pop that in. Okay, so once you have that set up, you'll see over on the right all of the information that shows that you're part of my class over here, whether it's third or fourth hour, just depending. And then over here you can see my site, which is the name that they give you for your generic site, which we can change in a minute. And then you can just hit edit site, or if you eventually want to view your stats to see like how many people have seen your website or whatever, you could do that. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and click on my site. And as a default, you only have the capacity to build one site under this account. So right now, you can see that I was playing with this a little bit beforehand, but what I want you to see when you log in is that you have a few different features. Over on the left-hand side, you have all of these basic features and then some structural choices, and ultimately at the bottom, some media choices and links and things. For us, I primarily envision you guys using these top six and maybe some of the structural stuff down here. If you want to toy with any of the media, like linking YouTube videos or audio or other HD videos or things, I think that's amazing. It just depends on what your project is and if that's something that's necessary for you. We're not going to worry about the build page right now. Right now, I want to show you two things to start. The first thing I want to show you to start is the second link up here or the second tab over here called Pages. Right now, it only gives you one default home page, which basically is just going to be your title page there. If you heard that, that was my dog coughing. He's a partially collapsed stroke, yeah. Oh my gosh, Vinny. Anyway, um, Anyway, if you go over to the plus sign, this is what we really need to make sure we do. It's very important. Over here, when you hit the plus sign, the second one down is our blog page. This is what I am primarily interested in because, of course, this is our blog. And just the format of the page looks a lot nicer, and it's going to be a lot more seamless as we go through the 12 weeks if you have all of your blogs in this style. So when you put your page name, you can just keep it blog if you want, as you can already tell over here. It just adds the page blog as kind of a little tab. If you want to title it something different, you can. But I'm going to leave all these default settings for now. Okay, so then once you have that done, you can just click done. And now you have two pages over here. You can see your tabs. You have your home page and then your blog page. If you ultimately decide that you don't want the home page, you just want the blog page, you do have the power to delete that. For example, I'm going to go ahead and click over really quickly to my blog that I'm going to be working on. I do have a couple of different pages here, but I wanted the first page to be the blog kind of style. I just wanted you guys to be, or whoever, to click on it and just see the blog. So I kind of eliminated that, and I just retitled it home. So that way I got rid of that home page and I just retitled the blog page home. So that way it would be what everyone would see, and then you could see the other tabs that I ultimately decided to add that I'll play with later. So you can do that if you want to, but if you want to have your own homepage and then go over to the blog, that's fine too. Okay, so the second thing I want to show you before I talk about the tools is the theme, which is the third tab. So this is just kind of the default one they gave us, but you have the ability to change your theme, your fonts, your options if you want to. If you don't care, that's fine. But I think it might be important for you to think about what it visually looks like in comparison to what your blog is ultimately all about, or what your project is all about. So to me, it makes the most sense to kind of go under the blog theme gallery, because after all, that's what we are doing. We are writing a blog. But if for some reason you want to do one of these different themes and it kind of fits with what you're doing, for instance, if your project is all about trying to start some sort of business and you want you want to have a blog page on this big business post, site, that's fine. But I think probably, again, for the majority of us, it's probably going to be this blog thing. So let's say I'm interested in, let's say I want to change mine maybe to this one. You could always preview it just to see what it looks like, or you could just ultimately choose it. So just because this is kind of depressing, this girl, I'm going to change it. So now you can see the title, which is going to be up here, and then whatever my header is of that page is over here now. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you for the blog, as you go down, you can kind of see, it gives you the author, archive, stuff that'll come, but it gives you a little chance to write a little blurb about yourself. You could write about yourself, you could write about what you're trying to accomplish with this blog, any of that kind of thing would be good. And then it says you don't have any blog posts. So that's when you come over here and you get to start messing around with these. Now, one of the main reasons that I chose Weebly as our blog account is because it is super easy to figure out. I myself am not very tech savvy. I have to kind of think about it and learn about things. And I was up and running within minutes. I found it really easy. So for me, you can grab some text and just pull it right on over. And then once you do that, it's going to give you, it's going to give you that. You could also bring your title over. Oops, I think so as you can tell, I just messed up. So when you mess up, like I just did, because I had that highlighted, I guess, you can just hit the X button and then you just delete it. So that's another reason why I really like that. So where's the other thing that I just messed up? So right here, I had that within, so I'm going to get rid of that and I'm going to delete it. Okay. So now I'm going to let's try this again. So, oh, it's interesting. Okay, so another thing that we're just learning right now, which is really nice, is that you can see, oops, you can see what options you have. So if I'm doing this, you can see like, oh, it's not going to let me put it anywhere except for in there. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave it over here. Hmm. Okay. Oh, so right down here, that's what you do. You just click new post. All right, so we just figured that one out together. I forgot. Okay, so then once I have my new post, that's really easy because it gives you the title itself, and then it lets you just start typing. Ultimately, we're going to start commenting and doing all that kind of stuff as well, so it gives us that ability. Okay, so in my mind, as I was just talking, I was thinking I needed to record this or re-record this, but I'm deciding against that because you guys just saw me you all just saw me mess up, you saw me problem solve, you saw me figure it out. And that's how easy this website is. So I'm totally cool with that. At the end of the day, you guys coming up with this title, you guys posting a blog weekly is going to be my main priority. So anything that you want to do above and beyond that is going to be great. So let's say, for instance, once you have your blog up, you want to insert some sort of an image. It'll let you do that. So you have your title, an image about something that maybe you created throughout the week, and then you could type below it. So there's lots of different options for you there as well. Okay, or maybe you don't want it to just be the image. You want to have the text as well. You could bring that here, and you could have your image, and you could have the text. So again, the drag and drop feature is really nice. All right, so I hope that this helped, and let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you for watching.